So at what point, my question is, at what point, because these guys is not a secret. Like, it's not like they hiding or you don't know who they are or you don't, most of the time these chicks know that these dudes got other baby mamas and all this other type of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. At what point do we then hold the women accountable for the guys that they choose to have sex with?
I feel like we should always hold them accountable. Off the simple fact, it's birth control out here. Mm-hmm. Then, like, okay, even if they don't do the condom, at that point, you walking yourself into fire. Like, so if he said he don't want the kid and you end up pregnant and you keep it, then by all means, leave that man alone. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with him.
But why are they even having sex with this guy in the first place?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Why? Okay, here's my question.
He got swag.
And I'm gonna come to angry. No, he do. You're right. No, I'm gonna come to angry man. I'm gonna come to angry man first, and then I'm gonna come to Jess right after. Why do you think these women choose these guys, AM? Like, what is it about women's mindset that automatically navigates over into the worst common denominator of what it is that we see happening in society?
It's because he don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. He has a I don't give a fuck attitude, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and women find that sexy, even if it has consequences. It's just like he said, he got sweat.
You agree with that, Erica?
Like, he's not even in the room and he triggered her. Like, soon as you said what he did, she was like, that's why you need to find niggas like that, and she was going on.
That's true. That is very true.
Me personally, when I realize that you have an I don't give a fuck attitude, I don't fuck with you. Because I need you to give a fuck. A little bit of a fuck. In order for me to fuck you, I need you to give a little bit. At the end of the day, I mean, you know, you have to show some care or concern for your, not only my life, but your life too. Mm-hmm. I mean, because why would you want to enter me that way? I always say, you know, if a man is just willing to enter you without a condom and he barely knows you, that just tells a full story to me. I'm not fucking with you. Rubber coated, period. The end.
What do you think about this, Jess?
Like, I can't do it.
I think that.
And you have I love having Jess on this panel because she comes from a completely different background, right? As far as, hold on, let me ask this question.
Like,
you don't have to answer. You don't have to ask this. You don't have to answer this
shit to do with
if you don't want to. But let me answer this question.
At all.
I ain't got shit to do with it.
I don't know how extensive your experience is with guys.
Oh no, I'm very experienced.
Okay, all right, cool. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, Jess, how do you describe yourself? I don't even know how you would describe yourself.
I'm a queer poly cis woman.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on this thing? That's weird.
I think that one, yes. Well, the question was, what makes a woman actually pursue a man who might have those characteristics, right? Mm-hmm. And so I would say that it's a lack of self-worth and knowing that you deserve better, because you know, like Erica said, if you don't give a fuck, I'm not fucking with you. Like, if you don't give a fuck, I give a fuck about myself, though, and I'm valuable, and so I'm not fucking with you either. And so I'm definitely not bringing a child into the world with a parent that doesn't want to co-parent and develop and nurture and be invested. Like, then I think that you have to really be mindful of who you're allowing access to your body in that way and who you're procreating with, like, because those things do happen, and I do think that accountability needs to be on both parties. However, I also believe in a woman's right to choose. So I would say that, and but I think that you have the right to choose starting at inception. Like, choose the right nigga. Like, be with the person who has the money. Like, you don't want to bring a child in without money. And secondly, have somebody with ambition that's going to grow. Like, make better choices, and like someone that wants to be there for your kids. Like, you just got to make better choices from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like, so if the woman got pregnant by him and he got 7 kids or whatever, ain't that kind of like, okay, even if he don't take care of the kid, isn't that just like somebody adopting a kid and not having, like, I'm a single mom, but I can afford all of this, I can take care of my kid, but the parent is gonna be.
That is another context that I think we talk, like, for example, if I'm poly. I'm also married to a woman, and the risk of having heterosexual relationships, right? Like that, even if you use a rubber, like you never know what can happen, and that is a consequence of that behavior. But the agreement would be entering upon that partnership, like my wife and I will raise this child. Like that's a part of that agreement. That's a part of that conversation. My child will be taken care of. That like I'm gonna be fine regardless.
Is that an upfront conversation that you're having?
Yes.
Before sex?
Yes.
In the heat of the moment?
I think that you need to, before you have sex, you need to get you need to get tested, right? Because that's what you've been with 75 people.
I ain't pulled up to the
yes,
clinic.
you are when you are with me. Yes, those are like things that are agreements with me. Like that, I need you. Like we going. It's not something that is spontaneous.
So
it is like
ain't no first night.
Ain't no Netflix
absolutely not. Because
Ain't
do you
no
know who
Netflix
I
and
am?
chill.
Like I value myself. I'm not just giving
Yes.
you this. Like no.
She on the
First
UPS.
night
She on the
happened.
UPS
I've
standards.
never
3 to
had
5
that
business
happen.
days.
You
I
ain't
mean,
never-
people probably wanted that to happen, but I've never did.
You've never had a guy
I've
that
had
requested
that
you
happen.
to
Never,
test it?
ever.
I have had that
In my whole
happen. I
life.
have had that happen.
Sex on the
First
first
nights
night with
happen.
anybody.
But that's when
Really?
you don't value yourself.
Ever.
You make those choices, and I didn't value myself. It took growth and maturity. Like I did. I have made choices, and I have been spontaneous, and I have been risky. But like that comes with to the root of the question. It's like, how much do you value yourself now? I'm investing a whole lot into myself, and therefore the person who's also coming at me, you need to invest something in me too.
But see, this is the thing. A lot of times, that phase, that period that you didn't know and wasn't mature and grown and all that shit, that's when that happens.
You wasn't entering without a
for
rubber.
but I was just saying that's what happens in most cases. So how do we reach the young girls? How, you know what I'm saying? Like the older
Self-worth.
women need to reach the
Oh, it's over
young
for them.
girls to the point where they can
It's
understand
over for them.
That ain't happening
during
no
that
more.
time.
It's over for them.
That's gone. That's out the window.
It's done.
It's a wrap for that.
So
Wait, can I
okay, if
answer
that's the
this
case,
question
we
real
headed to the point where, in this trajectory and the way everything is going, we headed to the point where men it's gonna backfire, and men's gonna be able to say, well,
That's the
I'm signing
other
up,
side
I'm
of the
signing up for
accountability.
this abortion.
Why
And
y'all
women gonna
can't
be
just go
like-
get cut? Why y'all be so against getting cut? What's wrong with it? Then you could just go out hump everything like a dog.
trying to get neutered.
Why not?
though?
Your balls gonna
But
still
y'all want
work.
us to walk into the clinic. But why not? I'm
What you
just
mean,
asking.
You ain't gotta worry about
Wait,
paying for no
wait.
abortion. She ain't gotta worry about buying no Plan B. You ain't gotta worry about no little bald headed kid running around.
None of it.
You gonna be good. You go.
Vasectomies is for like super responsible niggas.
So you
like
wanna be
y'all-
reckless,
y'all
but then
don't
y'all call the
like
woman
now.
reckless.
And y'all
I got a
Extra
vasectomy.
responsible.
That's
Super
that's
responsible.
shocking. See, that's what
No,
I'm
'cause
saying.